Hey everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Okay, well, we had a customer request for half face today. So she wanted to see half the face done so we could do a comparison. And so I'm going to go ahead and do just half my face tonight so you guys can see the difference and the scary difference. No, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I was going to tell you guys something first. It's been a busy, busy day today. Hey, Kayla. It feels like it's a Friday or something. Everything has been going on. I've been on the phone seriously since the time I got up till finally I just now had to mute it all so I could come on. It's been nuts. Hi, Lauren. I got your makeup, Lauren. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so anyways, I have one announcement that I have to make before I start, and I'm super excited. Okay, when I show you guys this, what does it mean to you? I know it's backwards. Where is this? Where am I going? Come on. I know these give it away. Come on now. Anyways, yep, so excited. Today's the day. We got to find out. I finally earned my trip to convention, and it's going to be in August, and it's in New Orleans. And so I'm super, super, super excited. Ireland, I wish. Oh my God, I'd be out of here in a heartbeat. That would be my dream. Like, I could just die and I'd be okay if I was going to Ireland. I wish. Hi, Shauna. But anyways, no, I get to go to New Orleans, and Taryn and my husband are going to go, and I'm so excited. And it's all because of you guys that have been helping me earn this trip and supporting me and being here and getting all of these fun things to try and everything. So thank you. You're giving me this opportunity to go. Hi, Linda. And learn more and see new products that I'm going to be bringing back, and hopefully new techniques, because I'm going to take a bunch of classes. Hi, Janie. Hi, Mary. So, like I said, cannot wait. I love New Orleans. So any reason to go there, yeah, I'm there in a heartbeat. Hey, Tina. So, like I said, I got our convention tickets today, and it's all because of you guys and this opportunity. So New Orleans, here we come, and we're gonna learn all kinds of new makeup stuff and new makeup tricks and all kinds of new product to bring back and share with you guys, and I can't wait. Hi, Randy. So that was my first thing. I just wanted to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to go to convention and see all this brand new stuff. But other than that, I'm going to jump right into it. And I had a request for anyone jumping on that wanted to just do half the face so they could see half done, half not. So that's what I was going to do today. And I'm wound up because of this convention thing. So bear with me, because I'll be stuttering and stammering and like I am now, because I'm super excited. So with that, I did want to tell you guys too that yesterday, if any of you saw what I was doing yesterday with the BB cream and the foundation that I mixed in, the loose mineral foundation, I had put it on and finished and everything, took the pictures, and I decided that it wasn't for me. It was just a little bit too thick for me. I'm going back to my standby. The makeup's all good individually. I love all of the products individually because I've used them all individually as well. But for me, the mix was just, it was too much, too heavy, and too dark. So I don't know if I need to maybe play around with colors and stuff, but this is my thing. This is my jam. This is my go-to. Like, everyone should own this. Hi, Valerie. So anyways, let's get started, because I could ramble all night with you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the mineral. Oh, it's backwards. See? This is how we're going to roll. Mineral Touch Foundation. Not foundation. Mineral Touch Concealer. Ugh. And I use Velour. And I know all you girls that come in every night are probably sick of it and bored with it. But once again, I probably put too much because I forgot I'm doing half a face. That's enough for a full face, just so you know. We're going to do half. And we're going to try to get these dark circles under control, because that is really my trouble spot. So how's everybody else's day? Hopefully everybody else had a calm day, because it's been nutso. I told my husband, is it a problem if you're ready for wine, beer, whatever by like noon? It's been one of those days. He's already drinking beer. I'm like, hey, you gotta wait for me. Okay, so there's that. This is weird just doing half. Can't really highlight my nose because that bad boy. Since I've been stressing out, I'm starting to break out. Okay. So that's good. And then I lost my little purple spongy thing, so I have to use this big one, which isn't as corner and tight corner friendly. So just pounce your concealer out to the the thinnest consistency you care for. It is thick to put on. And I've told you guys that, but because of the coverage that it gives you, that's why. This stuff will cover tattoos, it'll cover scars, acne, I mean, dark circles, you name it, it'll cover it. And so it is a thicker consistency. And if you're one who doesn't appreciate the thick consistency, you can thin it out. And that's, what the sponge is for. I use my rose water toner that we have, and I just spray my sponge down a little bit with it and get it damp, and then just kind of pounce it out to, to blend it, and then just to kind of thin it out and get it the consistency you want. I don't do it as much as other people would, just because I want the thicker consistency. And like I've told them, whoops, I forgot half face. It's hard to remember, especially when you're rambling like I am tonight. Girls, where was I? God, I probably should have just skipped it tonight. Anyways, like I said, you can make it as thin or as thick as you want. I like it thin, but some girls like it, thinner. And some girls, the younger girls, they don't even slow, breathe in, breathe out. Some girls don't even need the concealer. I mean, back in the day, I didn't either, but if you're lucky enough not to have to use it, then yeah, I wouldn't. But if you do need it, and I need Bondo, but I love this stuff. It works really well, and it does. It'll cover anything you want it to cover. And, just blend everything out so you have that smooth transition. Hi, Taryn. So it looks pretty thinned out for me. I know lighting isn't optimum yet. Still working on like better lighting system. It's kind of pricey, so I'm pacing myself. I'm getting things as I can. So anyways, I'm going to move on to the liquid foundation, and this is the liquid to powder. So you put it on as a liquid, and it dries to a powder finish. And you guys, all of you, I think, have been here. You know how much I freaking love this stuff. I mean, you'd have to pry it out of my dead hands because it's that good. It's water consistency. It's not your typical cream thick foundation. It's supposed to be that way. I literally take my big puff brush just because that's what I like to use. I just like to get it in there and get it done. So the bigger the brush for me, that's what I learned on. Kayla, let's see. Do you know if it is not? You know what? I can look that up for you and find out, and I'll message you tonight. And I'll, because I said some things I do know, some things I'm still learning, but I can definitely look that up and give you an answer when I get off here. So that way you know either way. And I'll put it in the comments so in case anybody else has that question as well. it'll answer it for them. So like I was saying, since I'm only going to do half my face, I'm only going to use 2 drops. And I want to show you, girls, seriously, two drops. Now, I know my new girls are using new brushes and new foundation, and they've been asking me, hi Sharon, if, you know, they're having to use a few more drops. And I had said I didn't remember using a new brush because I've been using it for so long, I kind of forgot. And then I got to thinking, you know what, they have new brushes and they're not really seasoned yet and full, you know, even though you're supposed to wash your brushes every week, and I don't. I need to get better about that. Hi Deanna. It still, you know, has all the residue from previous uses, so it doesn't really suck it up. But I do, you know, reflecting back, I do remember that when I had a new brush, it kind of like sucked it up, and I'm like, what the heck, you know, it's like eating my foundation. But once you kind of get it in there and it's in, it won't do that anymore, and it won't take long. So you really don't have to put too much in there. And I use mine for powder too, so it kind of fills in with everything, and that helps. It helps kind of season it up. And I still, even though you're supposed to wash your brushes every week, I probably wouldn't. I mean, I don't know if that's good or bad, but seeing how I come from a time where I didn't brush them, or I didn't wash hardly at all, if I wash them every 2 weeks, we're doing dang good. So 2 drops, and it is going to cover your face completely and well. And I tell the girls too, once you brush this on, since we're only doing half the face, I only need the 2 drops, but once you brush it on and you get it on there, now you know why I use the big brush, because it just goes on super fast, super easy. Let it sit for a second. I mean, it's not like wet or anything, but just kind of let it sit and let it kind of settle in. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put my primer on. It's sitting right here. So yeah, I didn't use my primer. This one girl said, if you don't prime, it's a crime. And I'm like, I like that. I'm going to steal that from her because it's so important. Hi Erica, to use the primer, and I totally forgot tonight, so I apologize. But the foundation, let it sit for a minute or 2, and it will dry to that, you know, that powdery finish, that matte finish. And if you use your primer or don't, you know, the primer, just for us ladies, I mean, it's good for any age. It's all good things, you know. It puts a barrier up before you put your makeup on, so your face is filled with the primer, and the makeup doesn't settle into your pores, it doesn't settle into your fine lines and all of that, so you have this beautiful, you know, smooth application, and you're not getting the dirty pores, and you're not getting big pores from all the stuff settling in. Hi Kathy. So the primer is it's excellent, and like I said, it just gives you a smooth, clean, really nice canvas to work on. So what was I gonna say? But give it a few seconds on your foundation, let it sit for a minute, and then you can see, you know, it's a matte finish and everything like that. And if you need more, you know, everybody has different times of the month where maybe you need a little more, then use a little more. It's, you know, it's your face. Do what feels good to you. You know, you might like a little bit better coverage. One good thing about Younique is it's buildable. So everything works well together. It's cohesive. And what I mean by buildable is I used the concealer, then I used the foundation. That gives me more coverage. Then if I decided to use, like yesterday, I decided to use the loose foundation powder, which is the same thing as liquid, just in a powder form. And you will, if I decided to do that over this, I would get even more coverage. So, you know, it's really up to you. This foundation, I'm sold on it only because I love it, because it is so thin and you don't feel gloppy and goopy and wet, and where you have that heavy makeup feeling. In fact, my friend Tina just got her foundation and tried it, and I love it because she sent me a message and she said, oh my gosh, Jana, this is so cool. She's all, I love this foundation. She said, normally at night I wash my face because I'm dying to wash my face and get all of the crap off my face. And she's all, I actually went to bed and forgot to wash my face and had to get back up because it wasn't that heavy, gross feeling where I went, oh, I got to get this off my face. And I'm like, I told you, I'm telling you, this stuff is the bomb. So I was excited that she tried it and liked it. And she loves the concealer, and so I'm happy because, you know, it's nerve-wracking. You don't know, you know, you love it doesn't mean everybody else is going to love it. So when they do love it, I'm excited. Now, for me, I'm going to put a little bit more concealer on just because I don't like this, and I'm going to add more. So that little extra that I had put on, forgetting that I'm only doing half of a face, I'm going to go ahead and stick back under my eye. And I can sometimes do this a couple of times, and even again at the end, just because I hate my dark circles and I hate my bags. And I like now the look of having the foundation doing that V, because it really brightens it up when you have all your makeup on and everything's done. You get this brightness right here, that highlight that you see all the movie stars have. You know, there's probably a little bit more dramatic, and you can go dramatic if that's what you want. But I really like it because I used to just, excuse me, I have allergies in my nose. I forgot what I was saying. I was saying something about the concealer and the highlighting. I used to just put it on just the dark circle, and you know, I didn't know any better. So with doing that, I was bringing more attention to the dark circles than taking it away. Whereas if you do the V, you know, it brightens up the whole area, and they're not focused in on, oh, hey, what are you trying to cover? So I like to do the concealer, and what I'm going to do is, I don't have their setting powder yet. I believe it's on back order. And so I just went to Walmart and bought some of this. I mean, I think everybody's grandma had this at one time. The Coty Airspun. It smells so good. It's going to remind you of your grandma, I swear. But I bought the, this is translucent powder, but I bought the extra coverage one. I got like the medium extra coverage just because instead of being plain, it's just a little bit more coverage of color. So I like to just, almost like the baking technique, but I'm not going to sit here for 20 minutes and let it bake. So I'm just going to touch it with the powder just to set it, because I don't want to put any more foundation powder on, because I really don't like to cover up that liquid one that I use, just because I love it so much and I love the feel of it. So I just put a little powder on there to set it, just because I like the extra coverage. You don't have to do that. It's totally personal preference. Oh, my hair. I should have put my hair back. So now I'm going to just move on to my eyebrows. If you guys have any questions, please shout it out, because I'm kind of going to go through it quick and try not to go too deep into the products, because I've covered them before, and I don't want to kill the people that come in every day. But if you have a question, please shout it out. And if I don't see it, Taryn's really good about catching it. So hi, Holly. So I'm gonna just do the brow pencil. This is our brow pencil. Whoops, mirror. And I love it because it has a spoolie on the end, so it's 2 for 1. And I don't do a whole lot on the eyebrows yet, just because I'm probably covering you guys up. Just because I'm kind of new at it, and I'm not real into the severe eyebrows. This is not working, is it? Let me see. Like, it doesn't help if you guys can't see what I'm doing there. It doesn't help that I'm blind, because that's the problem. If I didn't have eyesight issues, this would be a piece of cake. So I need to learn more in the eyebrow department, even though I don't know if I could do the totally severe ones that the girls are doing. Although, with that being said, I never say never, because that's bit me in the butt too many times. But I didn't know that Younique has stencils. So I was laughing because Taryn this morning was saying something about the stencils. I'm like, hey, don't be talking about the stencils because your mom's buying the stencils because I'm blind as a bat. So I saw somebody using them last night, another Younique presenter, and it was pretty cool. I mean, she just put it up there and just kind of penciled in the outline, and then went and took the brow palette, which I'm waiting on, and put her brows on, and I mean, it was amazing. And so we'll have that to look forward to in the next week or so, because I'm going to get those and try them, because I mean, I don't think you can go wrong when it's all pre-shaped. I won't be looking like, you know, I put them on with Sharpie or anything. Or me and my husband used to laugh about, you see some people in the store and they're hideous. I mean, did you not look in the mirror before you went out? I mean, there's no rhyme or reason. And it looks like, my husband always says, it looks like they put their makeup on the counter and just smack their face on the counter because their eyebrows are up here and stuff like that. Or they don't match. And so we always laugh about that. And I said, no, I'm not going to have eyebrows like that because I know you'll say something. So I do want to get the stencils to give me a little bit more of a learning curve. Just maybe once I start using that for a while, I'll kind of get the shape down and then kind of know after a while where I need to go with it until I learn. Because I've never ever really played with my eyebrows other than just kind of filling in the sparseness of them. But you know, the shapes and stuff, I'd like to do a little bit more. And I know I have a lot of missing from over tweezing in the younger days. And as you get older, this starts thinning out, and so you kind of have to thicken that up a little bit as you age, and darken it because you get gray. Yeah. So that's going away this weekend too, thank God. But anyways, so this is pretty much all I do, you know, for just the day, and I'm not going out and don't need it super, super sharp until I learn to do a better job of it. This is what you're going to get. So I'm going to go ahead and do the bronzer. And this is our beachfront bronzer. And I get Sunset. I got the lightest shade because I've never really used it too much and I didn't want to look like a Oompa Loompa. So until I could get a feel for it and try it, I wanted to kind of go on the low end until I could really practice. And so I bought the lightest shade. And I figure once I get pro at it, then I can move up and start playing with the big girl colors. But I figure I better start slow because, you know, I don't want to scare anybody off because I do it horribly, because that's not the point. So I just do it really light. At night I would probably do it a little bit more deeper so you can really see it more and be more intense. But that's what I do on that. I just do the 3 and the E, you know, across your forehead where the sun would hit, and in your cheekbone hollows, on the jawline, or just underneath. I've even seen girls do it down here. I don't. I also have seen the girls do a little bit under here because it's supposed to help make your lip look poutier. So if you like that look, then definitely do that. And then I do go down the side of my nose to help thin it out a little bit and just kind of contour it. And then just remember, after you do all that, just, you know, make sure you blend. That's my big thing. Blend. I'm so used to doing all my face. I'm just a habit. Okay. So I'm going to do blush. I'm kind of going through this really fast, but the blush is the Touch Mineral blush. It's the really pigmented, everything's pigmented. I've told you guys that more than a million times, but seriously, you need such a little bit. And that's what's wonderful about this. You know, your makeup is an investment, and good quality makeup is definitely an investment. So with Younique, you whisper, like you don't even want to rub. You just want to barely touch. You're going to get, seriously, look how much I got on there. And then watch. If you were to slide this across, you would look like a clown. And I mean, I could probably put on a little bit more, but I mean, you can see it and it'll last all day. Hi, Carol. So that is our blush, and I love our blush. And I'm here to tell you, some of the presenters have had their blush for 2 years and there's barely a dent in it. I mean, you don't go through it because you're using so little of it. So when I say it's an investment, it's a great investment because it's going to last. And you can't go wrong with that. You know, you're not constantly having to go and buy it. So it gives you the opportunity to, hi Michelle, buy new and fun products because we're always bringing out new fun things. And, you know, if you're not having to buy all the old true stuff every, you know, month or whatever, couple months, it allows you to be able to buy the fun stuff that comes out. So if you're just joining us, we're just doing a half face tonight. I had a request for that so you guys could see the difference. And anything you missed, if you came in late, you can catch on the playback. And I don't think I shared this with you guys, but obviously I'm a Younique presenter. I'm yellow status, Younique. And my website to find any of the products or just check out the products, see what's in them. Each product has a list of what's in it. If there's any, you know, allergies that you have, you can look it up. Tells you about it, tells you how to use it. But you would go to my website, which is www.sweetlysinfullashes.com, and you can find anything that I'm using there. If you have any questions, message me, throw a comment out. I get off of here always and go through the comments, make sure everybody's stuff got addressed. I will be addressing Kayla's question when I get off just because I don't know the answer. So if I don't know, I'll find out for you and I will get an answer to you. But I'm here if you need me for anything. So we've done bronzer, we've done the blush, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and move to the eyes, make sure I'm such a scatterbrain tonight that I'm not forgetting anything. But I think the other thing too, real quick before I move on, is this is our Addiction Shadow Palette. Taryn and I are absolutely obsessed with these. I love the shadow palettes. I can't say enough of the shadow palettes. We have 5 of them, and so they each come with 7 colors. And you can use a dry brush, you can use your finger, you can use whatever you use to put on your eyeshadow, use. But if you dampen whatever tool you're using, you get a whole new shade, not a whole new shade, but a whole degree of depth and intensity that you didn't get from the dry. So it's like getting 2 for 1 in each color, you know. And what's nice is the palettes all mix and match, beautiful colors. I believe palette 1 through 4 all have the matte, the shimmers, and some of the glitters. Now palette 5 we call our unicorn palette because it is, oh my gosh, gorgeous, gorgeous, bright, beautiful unicorny colors. I mean, there's purple, hot pink, I mean yellow, like neon colors. But I believe palette 5 is completely all shimmers. So there's no mattes in there, if I'm correct. But like I said, 5 palettes, and these things, if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know how pigmented they are and how little you have to use. Last night's video was a testimony to that with the black. That I barely used any black, and if you saw how black my eyes were by the time we got done, I mean, that was nothing. I barely touched it. So with the palette number 1 being the browns and the nudes, I'll use this cocoa color, which is chipper, and I'll even go over my pencil in my eyebrow, or, you know, even the darker one down here. This one is really dark. I tried that and it was like, whoo, Betty Davis. But between these two, you know, I'll put it on and go over the pencil just to kind of set it, because I haven't got the brow palette yet. So once I get that, that's going to be a blast to play with. So that's palette 1. I only have 2 palettes right now, but I will have palette 4 soon because it will be mine. I'm working on those slowly, adding to my collection. This is palette 3, and these are all the lavenders. We do have the black on the end, irate, but they're all the pinkies and the, you know, the purple lilacs and stuff. And I think that's what I'm going to use tonight to do my eye, because I've been doing the browns and the black and everything. So I'll go a different color and work with this palette. Let's see here. And you can use the palettes by getting your brush wet and using it for eyeliner too. I've seen that. Our Splurge eyeshadow, which is, it's kind of a moussey cream shadow, which is great for older and then people that have dry complexion. They suggest creams, and this stuff dries to a powder finish too, and it goes on like a mousse and then dries to a powder, and it's wonderful. And we just got a new shade yesterday that I was lucky enough to get in on, because usually they sell out lightning quick. So it's like a dusty mauve color, kind of a vintage pink, and so I can't wait to get that, to try that. And those, I've seen the girls take their chisel-y brushes and dip it in there and do their eyeliner with that as well. You know, we do have the pencils, and we do have the liquid eyeliners. And another thing about our eyeliners is they are water resistant, waterproof, smudge proof. You put them on, they're gonna stay. I took a shower, and I was showing everybody for the last 2 days that I had a white mark and I had a black mark for the eyeliner. It finally, you can see a little tiny bit of the black left, but I lost the white today, and I lost pretty much most of the black. And this was our lip stain, and it's still there. The lip stains, everything stays where it's supposed to, but the eyeliner's not smudging and not moving. Is great. Taryn's put it to the test. 15 hours so far, or it was 15 or 17 hours that she put it to the test, and it didn't go anywhere, and it didn't smudge. Same with the mascara that we'll get into in a minute. You put it on, if you get those fibers locked in and where they're supposed to be, if you're going through the 3 steps and thoroughly get that last gel coat on, your mascara is not going to come off, it's not going to flake, it's not going to move, and it is water resistant. Now, if you go full on swimming, you're going to have an issue. But if you just go in the pool and you're splashing around, and somebody splashes you, you get wet with a hose, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to run. It's not going to move. So let me move on to the eyeshadow, and I'm thinking I'm going to use, for my eyelid, hold on, let me blind you with the mirror. I'm thinking this one. And that one is Flippant. No, that one is, hold on, I can't see. You know what? Let's try Flippant. Okay, I'm going to use this one. Now I start out with the light, I always have, and I just do my whole eye. This one is more matching my skin tone a little bit, so it's not standing out a whole lot. But I mean, it goes on. It goes on easy. Great consistency. And then I'm going to take the Pearly, and that one is Smitten. And I'm going to take that down here, because I like to have the really light in the corner to about halfway on my eye, just because I think it opens it up. And I have hooded eyelids where the eyelid drips over your actual, this part of it, your actual eyelid, it just kind of folds over. And so when you have that, you don't get to see the pretty colors as much, because this fold of skin goes over. So you have to kind of learn a new way of putting on your eyeshadow. So if you do have hooded lids, when I go to do my dark edge, you'll see I don't go in the crease, because if you go in the crease, you open your eye, it's going to disappear. So hi Mindy, what you do is you go above your crease just a little bit. I mean, you don't go up to your eyebrow, you just go up above your crease a little bit, and then when you open your eye, you're going to see it. So if you do have hooded lids, that's a great tip, and it will help you out a lot. So like I said, we're going to do the light up in the very front of the eye, and I always bring it down in here into the corner, just because it brightens it up and gives it a little pop. Okay, so that looks good. And then I usually use just kind of a big fluffy flat type brush for, you're working, that's fine, hon. for basing my whole eye. You know, you just use something big. You can use whatever you want. That's what I use. And then we have a crease brush. I don't have it yet, but it's similar to this one. It's kind of a round where you can get in there and just work it. So I'm going to go with a little bit darker color, and I think I'm going to go with Cheeky on that one, and that's going to be this one next to the black. Like I said, you barely need any. And I just go above that crease. And they've taught us that holding your brush kind of perpendicular and at the end, you have a lot more control. And in the beginning I was like, I don't see how, but it's true. I've been practicing holding it that way, and you do. You don't get that, you know, where you're kind of up close. Hi, honey. So you just kind of go back and forth. If I'm not covering it up, you guys, he'll come in here and tell me if I'm doing it wrong. He'll let me know. He's my CEO, my CFO, my ITT, or whatever, my IT. I know it's ITT Tech, right? IT. He's my IT guy. He's everything. He keeps me on the straight and narrow. Okay, so it's hard for me to see tonight. I'm going to do a little bit more just here in the center. Just to kind of bring it more up. Okay. And then what you want to do, I think I forgot that brush. Let me grab that brush really quick. Is make sure that you are blending it really well. You know, you wanna. That's not the right one. Where's my brush? Did I already bring it out? Give me a second. I'm looking. I'm not seeing it. Is this it? Well, this will work. I have one that's smaller, but this will work too. But you just want to blend it in and make sure you kind of blend that line so you don't have harsh line. God, these notifications. I hope you guys can't see that. But just kind of blend it in. And then what I do, if you feel like you need to clean up your edge, is I'll take any leftover concealer. Oh, I'm a mess today. And just kind of take my concealer brush that I use for under my eye, and I'll just kind of go up with it and clean that edge up. And a lot of times I'll go above my brow and just clean that up after I've done, you know, with my my eyebrows and get them done. Just kind of get that cleaned up and get your sharp edge that you like, you know, at the edge. And then what I'm going to do, because I want it lighter in there, is I'm going to go with an eye pigment, which is this a loose powder, and I usually use a white or a champagne when I do that for myself, just because that's what I like. And I kind of usually like it a pretty good pop with the white, so I'll put it on pretty good so it'll show. And I tell everyone, you know, when you're playing with makeup, especially like your eyeshadows and stuff, like right now I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know, it's all right. I like it. I love the colors, but I'm like, you know, I don't know. But it never looks right until you completely, you know, get your eyeliner and your mascara on. So I always tell everyone, get it complete before you judge, because you can't just put it on and then go, yeah, because it doesn't look the same until you actually get that mascara on there. So let me buff that out a little bit. Any fallout you have, you know, if you get any eyeshadow fallout or anything, just wipe it off there. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a little bit of a smoky dramatic eye. And I think I'm going to use that black. I'm going to go for it. What did you say, Chris? Got a little emoji. So I'm going to use the irate, and that's what I'm going to do in the corner, just to smoke it out. Smoke it out. All right. So what I do when I do my my edge for smoking is I go up from the corner of, almost like if you're going to do a wing, I do up from the corner of my eye, and then in. See, now look how much black that put on there. It's crazy. Oh, I freaking love it. And then I just kind of sweep it in. And you can go as far in as you want. I mean, it's makeup's whatever you want it to be. I'm going to kind of bring it down because I'm going to do black eyeliner tonight because I've been doing the white, but I think I'm going to go back to black tonight. And so I just bring it down a little bit and then smoke this out. Hopefully I'm not blocking you guys. Okay. And then blend, blend, blend. You know me. Where's my blending brush? Good grief, I just had it. Okay. So just make sure you get those lines blended. You want it to be like a gradual thing. You don't want harsh, you know, jaggedy lines where you're pressing and everything like that. And I mean, that was really easy and simple. It's not hard. You know, if you just think about covering your eye, you know, if you just want to start off simple, if you're not big into knowing how to do your eye makeup, this is a great start. You know, choose something light and then, you know, start that with your base, or something medium. I mean, this color here, I would consider it more of a medium. This pink color, which is Tickled, obviously. You could start with that and go with that. It'd be a neutral. You don't have to particularly go light. On the browns, you know, your nude colors, start with that on your whole eye as your base. And then what I do is do the crease with a little bit darker. You know, you just kind of do a step progression into darkness, and then, you know, go with your medium color and do your crease. And I take it, you know, I do that V, but it's just a little bit bigger V on the medium color, that second color. And can you guys, I'm just curious, can you guys see this pop down that comes up every time somebody is doing a notification, or is it just me? I hope that it's not popping down in front of you guys, because I'm sure it's blocking your view, and I thought I had everything turned off. So, okay. Well, anyways, like I said, second color, more darker than the first coat, and then do that crease above the crease if you have hooded lids, and I take it down, you know, to the corner of my eye. If you want to smoke it out, or you want a more dramatic eye, then you would even go even darker for your third color. Just me. Okay, thanks, Linda. Good, because I was like, God, that's annoying. I got to figure that out. But if you guys can see, that's all that matters. Okay, good. Good. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sammy. So, like I said, with the more dramatic color, or if you want a real smoked out eye, then you're going to go with your more severe dark, your darkest color. So, you know, think of it as 1, 2, 3, light, medium, dark. And this is just how I do it. And then I just, like I said, I almost just touch the brush and make that line and kind of come up just a hair and just sweep it. Sweep it. And then just kind of sweep it out until it's blended. If you get too much, wipe it off. It's not a big deal. Everything's fixable. And then, you know, just kind of sweep it out till it's blended. And that's all I do. I mean, it's really simple. It can be as easy. You don't even have to do a smoky eye if you're not comfortable with it. But, you know, makeup can be as easy or as difficult as you want it to be. And you have to learn somewhere. So, you know, just play around with it and until you get comfortable with your colors and what looks good on your particular shape eye, you know. Oh, crash and burn. Hold on. You know, just do what makes you feel good, what you like it. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my eyeliner on. And like I said, I'm going to use the black tonight, and this one is called Perfect, and it's our black shade. And once again, it is waterproof and smudge proof and super creamy. It goes on like a dream. And once you get it in there, I put it on my waterline. Once you get it in there, it's going to stay. It's going to stay all day. Unless you're my girls who are having some difficulty with, you know, with certain issues that they're having a little bit of problem with it moving and stuff, but we're going to figure that out for them. If it's the death of me, I'm going to find out for you girls the lips and the eyes and why they're migrating. So we're going to get it fixed. I promise. So now Taryn sometimes will, I'm not that coordinated, and I will end up poking myself in the eye, and then all my makeup will come off because I'll be having a watery eye. But she will sometimes lift her eyelid up, which I'll probably ruin my makeup, but she'll put her eyeliner in there, and my eye's just watering thinking about it. But it looks amazing. I love the look of it, but I end up poking myself or not being able to do it. So I just kind of stick with the bottom. And you can certainly use the pencils on the outside as well, and you know, put that on there. If you want to leave it like that, you can. I also use that little smudge brush that I used for the smoky eye. It's kind of a simple little stubby brush. I'll sometimes even go over the pencil. Before, when I used other pencils that would, you know, move and not stay, I would kind of go over it with my powder makeup. But with this eyeliner, you don't have to, but you can definitely do that. So you just don't have this drawn line if you don't want that look. You can soften it up. It's all up to you and what you're looking for. So with that, I'm going to do the mascara. And with the mascara, you can make it a 3-step or a 4-step. It's whatever you prefer. 4 steps just means that you're going to incorporate your drugstore mascara for the first coat. We used to do that before the mascara was, what's the word I want to use? Oh my gosh, what's the word I want to use, Taryn? Reformulated. I was like refurbished, what? That's not the right word. Reformulated. They reformulated it in January, and oh my gosh, it's even better. I've been using the mascara for 3 years, and this is like my liquid foundation, I'm telling you. Both of those, I have to have both of them. Anything else I could live without. I don't want to, but I could live without. But do not take my mascara or the foundation away. I would just literally die if you did, because I just love them so much. But mascara I've used for 3 years. Foundation I've used for 2. But the mascara, you used to use your drugstore mascara for the base coat, and then you went to your 3 steps with the 3D Fiber Lash. So I still love my drugstore mascara. So I still just use it just because I like it, and I like the effect of it, because you all know I like the Tammy Faye lashes and the thick, long lashes. More is better, so that's why I do it. Personal preference, you do not have to do that. So I'm going to bring, hopefully I don't knock you guys off. Bring this up and just put a good coat of my mascara on first. And I'm not telling you my way is the right way, your way is the wrong way, not at all. Makeup has no right or wrong way. You do what you want to do with it, the look you're looking for, and you make your own rules. There's no, you know what, I've used eyeshadow for now, as you know, brows. I used eyeshadow last night on my lips because I wanted that gold on my lips. I wanted to try it. So I've put it on my lips. I mean, I've used blush on my eyes. You know, you do whatever you want to do. What do you have on there, babe? Oh, okay. Thank you, honey, for putting that. I do not put the 3D Fiber Lash on my lower lashes unless, you know, we're really going out for an extravagant evening, probably when Taryn and I get to go to this masquerade ball, I will be, just for a more dramatic look. But I'm lucky enough that I have really good lashes, and so I don't have to, but you certainly can. I mean, they work on both, so I just don't. So I use my regular mascara on the bottom. You know, the fun part is going to be trying to find some sort of prom-looking dress for this masquerade ball, especially to fit my large behind that has its own zip code. I'll be looking like Cinderella's stepsisters, carrying a tea platter or whatever on my ass. So, sorry for the language, guys. But yeah, that's going to be the fun part of it, is trying to find a dress for this thing. I still can't wait. I don't care. It's going to be fun. Okay, so then on the 3D Fiber Lash, you have 2 bottles. One is taller than the other. That is your gel. So you start the 3-step process, and I know you guys are probably sick of hearing it. Gel, fibers, gel. As long as you remember, gel, fiber, gel, you are good to go. And as long as you remember that last coat of gel, make it good, make it double if you have to, lock those fibers on, because if you don't, you will have fallout from them, and it's no fun if that stuff gets in your eye. I know a lot of my contact wearers, I have to tell them, make sure that you get those locked on, because you don't want that irritating your eyes and stuff. So really make sure that last coat of gel is on there, and I mean, more is better at that point. And you can obviously do as many coats as you want. I usually do no less than 2, and that would be gel, fiber, gel, then go back, gel, fiber, gel. And so, like I said, you can make it as thin as you want, you can make it as thick as you want, you can have Tammy Faye lashes like I like, or you can have certainly just thin, just a little bit extended. Taryn likes to focus hers on the outside, so she has that dramatic flare, and which looks really good on her. So I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. And we've always been false eyelash girls, and I'm just excited that I don't even have to mess with that anymore, because with my eyesight it was making it harder, and when you take them off, it takes yours with it sometimes and thins yours out a lot, and I'm so happy that I don't have to mess with it. So now I'm going to go ahead and move into, this is just with my mascara, and then I'm going to go with the gel. And with the gel, you coat them really, really well. And you just put it on like you would your mascara, your regular mascara. Coat those bad boys up. Separate everything that you want separated. Okay. And then what you're going to do, and you can see I touched my eye, and we should be able to take a brush when we get done and just wipe that off, and it shouldn't smear. So now I'm going to take the fibers, and with the fibers, one thing I've been trying to tell everyone, if you do have contacts or you are worried about getting it in your eye, if you've made that mistake before, I have many times, you can also, do your mascara over. You would tip over, bring it down around your chest and look down, and put it on that way in the mirror. So then if you have fallout, it's going to fall straight down. Hi, Rob. And it's not going to fall into your eyes and, hurt your contacts if you're a contact wearer, or, anything like that. Because, I mean, you get the fibers in your eyes, it's uncomfortable more than anything, and you're going to mess everything up because you're going to have watery eyes. So that's a technique to use. The other technique that I had just learned in the last couple months is take your fibers out. This is the fibers. And roll it on the back of your hand and just kind of compress them onto the wand. And then just, you know what, I probably talked too much that it's not even wet anymore. Hold on, stand by. Technical difficulty with my rambling mouth. We just wet those up again. Okay. And just put those fibers on, and you know, this is where you're in control. You do what you like. Since I like the big tarantula lashes, more is better for me. And so I do mine thick. The other key is keep that fiber halfway out. Don't take it in like you would mascara into your lash line, your water line, because you're going to get the fibers in your eye that way. So try to stay where the natural bend and curve of your eyelash is and work out from there, and the fibers will stick and you won't have a problem. Now, not to say you won't get a little lump, because I have one and I'm going to try and show you, because the fibers are loose, so you know it can happen. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but I'm going to try to lift my lid up, and you can see there's like a little clump in the middle there. And what I'm going to do, since I know it's there, I'm going to try not to aggravate it to drop. Now that I got my fibers on, I'm going to take the gel, which would be my last coat anyways, and I'm going to try to take it in there and grab it with the sticky of the gel and just kind of pull it out. And that usually works, and it won't, you know, drop off because I grab it with that wet, you know, because the gel you can take to your lash line, your water line. It's just the fibers you don't want to do that. But not to say that you can't have fallout. Now, because I'm me, I'm gonna make it big, big or go home, right? So I'm gonna put another coat on because I like them like that. If I could get them up to my eyebrows, I would. Sure would. See my eyelashes coming before me. I don't know why I'm like that, why I like them like that, but I do. Okay. And I've been known to go for another coat, but I won't do that to you guys tonight. And so now the gel. This is the last step. I know I'm completing them, so I'm really going to make sure that that gel is really on there. It's pressed in, it's catching all the fibers, it's locking them into place. I'm not going to have any falling out into my eye or onto my cheek, because I'm covering them and locking them in and sealing them in. And that is the key. If you don't remember anything else, remember that. All right. Any questions on the mascara or anything up to this point that I've used? If not, you know, like I said, if you think of something later that you might have forgot to ask, just shoot me a message or put it in the comments, because I always check back. I'm going to go with, I'm going to show you our gloss tonight, because I don't think I've shown you the gloss. And I'm going to go ahead and use the lip liner. And our lip liners are exactly like the eyeliners. They're water resistant and smudge proof. So once you get that liner on, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not, unless you're Mindy. No, I'm kidding. Mindy, I'm calling you out. She's one of the ones we're working on. For some reason, everything wants to migrate off of her lips. I don't know. But she'll probably be mad at me because I called her out. But anyways, we're going to line it, and it would stay. And if you know, lining your lips helps define them. And if you want to go over your natural line a little bit, it makes them bigger if you're like me and you don't have any lips. And this keeps your lipstick on, your lip gloss, whatever you're wearing, it will help keep it on and keep it in place, and so you won't have the bleeding either. So that's a good thing. And you can certainly just wear the liner if that's what you want to do. Take a selfie after so you can... Yeah, I'm going to do the before and after. Is that what you mean? Just like a full on so you can see the front and the back? I mean, the front and the back. The left side and the right side compare. Done and undone. And remember too what I had said about the bronzer too. You can dip into your bronzer and put a little down there, and they say that that helps make it a little bit poutier, I guess. And the other thing about highlighting your Cupid's bow helps bring out the top. So usually I just use like a little of my concealer, and then if you have the illuminizers and stuff, definitely put that up there, and that's part of where you would highlight with up here down your nose and all of that. Okay, so just make sure you blend if you do put that on, because you don't want lines. You don't want to go out looking like you forgot. What? Hold on, Linda. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm having a hard time seeing. What is the liner? What is in it? I don't know. That's a good question too. Boy, you guys are getting me some good questions tonight. I don't know, but I'll find out, and I will put it in here because I'm not sure what's in it that locks it on, that makes it smudge proof. But I know they have the answer because obviously they've done it. I just haven't heard since I'm fairly new, but I will find out because that's a great question, and I need to know that because that would be a great thing to share with everybody, is why it doesn't migrate and why the eye pencils don't migrate. So I will find that out tonight. Hopefully somebody will answer me, and I will get you that answer. So let me show the gloss, and we're going to be done after this. This is the Lucrative Lip Gloss, and I love it because it's really sheer and it's really thin. It goes on really easy, and it stays really well, and it comes in all different colors and stuff. And what I love about this one is it's dirty because it was in my purse, but it also has a mirror, so if you're on the go, you can look in the mirror and, you know, do your lips really quick in case you're not carrying a mirror, or, you know, you stick it in your pocket and you're not carrying a purse at all. It makes it nice and easy. This color is, yeah. This color is Beats Me. No, I'm kidding. Hold on. This color is, I think it's Lucid, but I just want to make sure. I don't want to give you the wrong color. Yes, Lucid. So this one's Lucid, and it's kind of a pinky, mauve-y, like dusty mauve. This almost is what the eyeshadow that came out yesterday is going to be. It's like a vintagey, dusty rose kind of color. So, you know, you want to wipe off the excess. You don't want to gloss up your lips to where you're, you know, going to slide down a banister on them. You only need a little bit. And, I mean, unless you want to slide down a banister with your lips, I mean, you never know what you want to slide on. But put just a little bit, and plus you don't need to waste your product. So just a little bit goes a long way. Oh, hey. Where'd that come from? I got black smears everywhere. Good times. But I like it because it's kind of a neutral. I'm really into the nudes. I know you guys can probably tell because it's either nudes or bam, in your face, pink or red. There's no in between right now. But I like this just because it's easy, it's on the go, and sometimes I don't have time to be looking in and making sure my lipstick is right when I'm doing it. I'm in a hurry, so then that's when I'll just take gloss. And so this should be the finished look, guys. And so it's half on, half off, and I'll take pictures of afterwards and post them. I'm sure everybody in my feed on the public page is getting sick of looking at my pictures, but I don't care. Delete me, don't follow me, I don't care. So this is it, and then this is not it. Boo. Yay. No. So that's it, guys. And once again, for all you latecomers, yes, New Orleans, you guys helped make that happen. We're going to convention, and I'm super excited, and I want to thank you all for helping me get to that and be able to go to that. Super excited. Thank you, Michelle. I'm glad you finally were able to come on. I try to do something different, every night, so you never know what you're going to get. I try to showcase new things. I don't have tons of stuff, yes, so I'm still kind of stuck with what I have, but I'm building, you know, each week. So I'm thinking tomorrow I might even show the skincare, what I do have of it, and working on getting the rest of it, because I know for me, I've been using, I'm not a face washer, have never been a face washer until now. I wish I would have been, because I have seen, just in the month, I've seen the difference on washing my face every night before going to bed. I've always been one to sleep in my makeup, but I've been using the Shine Wipes. These things are wonderful. I've showcased them before. I want to say it's $20 for the pack. You get 35 or 36 of them, and one wipe will get a full face of makeup off just with one wipe, and it will take all this mascara off, and you will have nothing on your face. And they are full of rosemary, olive oil, jojoba, what else, vitamin E, sunflower oil. I mean, they smell wonderful and nothing but good. I mean, they're really good. So that's how I usually start. I usually jump off here after I take my pictures and take the Shine Wipe and get all the makeup off, and then before I go to bed I'll do the cleanser, and then I don't have that in front of me, but then I use the rose water, which I told you is like a toner. And this stuff, oh, it's really light. I'm not huge on the rose scent, but this is so light that it is, it smells so good. And what's nice about this, it's a toner. I use it on my sponges to dampen them, to pounce out my concealer and my foundation. Sunburn, it's good for sunburns. Put it in the refrigerator, and in the summertime it's refreshing that way. And then I've been using the Uplift Serum, and like I said, I'll go over that more in depth, but I've actually had a couple people ask now, what are you using? Because I'm noticing that this right here, the fine lines and the crow's feet are you know, getting a little bit less, and it is. I mean, I'll always have the dark circles, and I'll always probably have the bags. I have better days than others. Today is a better day for my bags. Yesterday I had huge ones. But, you know, just trying to minimize the lines and stuff without, you know, having to go the route of surgery or injections, which I'm not opposed to. I don't judge. If I had the money, I probably would do it. To each his own on that, I feel, you know, whatever you need to do to make you happy. So if I had the money, oh yeah, sister, I'd be in line. So, but this is really, really helping my routine and my skin. My pores are considerably less, considerably. It's amazing. And they have a black mask, but it is nothing like the ones that you're seeing all the videos. You don't pull it. It's a washable one, and as soon as you put it on, it starts bubbling and oxygenating, and it's like bubbling all the crud out of your pores and stuff. And I mean, it's a 5-minute mask. I mean, who doesn't have 5 minutes that you can spare? And you put it on and you wash it off, and I love it. It's really good. I started getting Taryn on it, and hopefully she'll get luckier than I am, because she's starting younger, and she won't have all of the stuff that you get from not washing and not taking care of your skin. So with that, girls and guys, that is all I have for you tonight. Just a huge thank you for supporting me and coming out every night and having me, give me somebody to talk to and show things to, and showcase products as I get them, and helping me get to convention, because then I'm going to get even more goodies to bring back to you guys, and more tips and techniques and fun. My site again, www.sweetlysinfullashes.com. We are Younique, and everything has a money back guarantee. Anything you purchase, if you don't like it, if you just don't like it, you don't like the feel of it, you don't like the color of it, if you want to exchange it, you have that option. If you want your money back, 14 days from the day of delivery, you can request a slip and you can return it and get your full money back within that 14 days. So there's no reason not to try something. And like I said, I will work with you to get anything returned that you don't like. It's no questions asked. It's not a hassle. You know, less the shipping, because you will have to ship it back. But I mean, other than that, there's no reason not to try something you see that you like, because if you don't like it, you're not stuck with it. What else did I want to share with you really quick other than website and all of that? I'm trying to bring stuff new to you guys so it doesn't get old. You know, it's going to be repetitive to some sorts because, you know, makeup's makeup, you got to put it on. But I'm hoping that, you know, new techniques and you're learning something new, and I can bring something to the table to show you that maybe, you know, you can try, or you like, or it works better for you, or you can bring something to me. You know, Linda is the one who asked me to do half face tonight so you could see done and undone. And, you know, that's a great idea. So you can really see the difference of what this makeup can do, you know, with highlighting. Probably should have done this. How about this? Put this up, and this is the done side, you know, compared to the before and the after. So I love it. So I just want to share it, and, you know, I'm happy to help you guys if you need to. And the other thing too is have a lash bash, you guys. It's crazy not to. If you're ordering product, all you have to do, it's online. I'm gonna do most everything. You're gonna have to interact and basically just have people come, but it's what we're doing tonight. This is all we're gonna do. Every day we do something little, and it's not this long. It's gonna be very condensed little snippets for them to see technique, see products. It's the same thing that we're doing here every single night. And you pick how long you want to have the party for, and we'll do it. I come in and we have fun, and we, you know, do fun things. And, you know, all you have to do is just be there and show them, you know, tell them what you like and what you don't like, and we go from there. And if you have a qualifying party, which is not hard, people, it is not hard. If you had 2 people probably order, your party would qualify. And you get, if you're ordering already this stuff and you're spending the money, you might as well get a link, because if you do that, and you have, even if you have enough on your own and you don't have to have a party, and I hate to call them party because it's not a party. We like to call it, you know, like a lash bash or some fun name, you know, because I don't like to put it into a party, because everybody's done the parties and they're old now. You know, let's shake it up. But say you're ordering, you know, that much, I'll give you a private link. So your money's good. You're going to put your money to work for you, because the products that you buy are going to get you minimum $20 in free Y-Cash, which is just basically Younique money. So you go on and buy something and you have, say, $20 towards it. So that's what Y-Cash is. You get $20 minimum for a qualifying party. And then you also get 1 half off item. So one of the pricier items, or something that you want to try, the kits. I mean, we have several sets that have, you know, multiple items in, and that would be awesome to use your half off coupon with, because you can. And so if you think that you can get, you know, the party qualifications down, you know, with the minimum, you might as well do that. Don't just keep giving your money away and not getting something for it. So if I see that you're, you know, at that point, I'm going to tell you, look, I'll always give you your options. You don't always have to take them. You know, some people don't mind paying shipping, but I always like to try and save you money if I can, that you can focus in on something else. You know, milk, gas, whatever, another product, whatever the case may be. If there's a way to save you money, I'm going to find it for you. So just remember that. And if you have a few friends that want to do it, it's gonna be a win-win, because you're gonna get free stuff for it, and you don't even have to leave your house. You don't even have to get out of your pajamas. I mean, it's nothing. It's easy. So let me know, because I do need to start getting out there and doing that. I've been having fun doing this, and I haven't really been doing that part of it, but I really do need to start getting out there and meeting, you know, a broader circle of people, because pretty soon all you guys are gonna have all the makeup and be cool like me, and so I've got to stretch out and find new people that want to try it. So like I said, let me know if you're local. Let me know. We can get together and play with some of it. I'm building my products so you guys can try the colors and see what works for you. Right now I think I have 4 colors now already. So if you are nervous about the color, we can try it out on you and see what looks good on you. So jump in and do that with me, I will meet you and we can just play. So I think that's it, you guys. Thanks for coming out and thanks for playing with me. And tomorrow I will see you. And I'm not locked in yet on skincare. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but we'll find something fun to do. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Linda and Kayla, I will get your messages answered tonight, and I will get those answers to you as soon as I get them. Okay? And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.